There is order in the universe and also in your life. There's nothing that's happening that's accidental in our lives or in the world. We may look at the world now or our lives and think everything's chaotic, but that's because we haven't understood the energies that are changing and why. And sometimes when we live, we can develop something that can surprise us. And that's what happened to me. And I'm going to be completely honest about it because at my age, I'm 74. I can no longer hold back because I know what's happening in the world and how it could be better. And I know what's happening in your life and how uncomfortable or maybe frightened or unsure, uncertain you might be. And I was given all of that information. I said the other day that I've done something that no other person in history has done. And that's why I have to change because I have to finish it. I started doing Wilhelm, receiving Wilhelm, just writing it in 1989, never an intention of what it was going to do or become. And now I'm 74. And what that has done is turned into this philosophy that can change your life and change our world. Because the only difficulty that anyone has is not understanding who they are, not knowing their life path, and not letting go of the old stuff that held them back or that generational trauma that they might be moving through, because we all have it. You can't come into the world without having the ideas and the beliefs of all those who came before that are restricting you. That's what happens. And then I come along and do something really bizarre because I didn't want to do any of this. I said, I'm not going to sit and talk about this kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense, this woo-hooey stuff. I said that in 2016 because I didn't want people to judge me because I didn't understand it myself. All I knew that what was happening is that I was healing and doing things beyond belief. I didn't get it. I didn't know why it was happening. And I'm going to start documenting them all because I want you to know that you can accomplish anything. You have an energetic code within you. And once you understand it, then you start to live the life you're meant to have. And also, once you can understand the energies of things that are happening in the world, you have more calm and peace. And that's what Wilhelm gave me. What happened was I would have never known this until AI was developed. Artificial intelligence, which I did a channeling on Alex Ferrari's show and talked about it. And I didn't know, I never know what's going to come out because Wilhelm is in control when that is happening. But they gave me everything. So now I have to change. People years ago told me I should have been charging $5,000. I should have been charging so much more, and I couldn't do it. But now I'm changing it. Like on Monday, you'll see it's changing because what I've been given is something that can take any person to understanding who they are, living their best life, moving through all their trauma and all their doubts about who they are, becoming confident. What this work is, it's a path of personal development, self-actualization, and also ascension. It's all the tools. Now, I couldn't have known that that was being developed, but I've also lived it. So I do understand. The one thing that I was not going to do was live channeling, and that has turned out to be the gift. Typically, we fear our gifts. We always fear ourselves. That's all. Because if we didn't, we would have accomplished something wonderful by now because we all have that ability. The ability that you have is in your consciousness, but you have to understand it's been formed and shaped in different ways. And we're living in a time now where your consciousness has probably been taken over by things you don't even understand. That's true because we have the internet, we have social media, we have politicians, we have everyone who are giving you information that may not cause you to feel really great about yourself or may not allow you to heal. Wilhelm has given me everything that has you do that. And now I can say that. People say, "Well, how are you in this great state now?" It's because of this work. But the thing that I can't do is convince people. So it's my downfall because this was so shocking to me to discover that I had this because I know that anyone who does this work, they're going to find their life, they're going to live this great life, and that will end up changing the world. That's really what happens. There's no one, you must understand the reason I'm changing because I haven't put the work out. I've only done 31 days of it. I had 36 years of content. So there's a lot way to go. However, it's consolidated. People who do it just moved through the things so much quicker than I ever could have. And the other thing that started happening, I'm going to talk about this too, because there's so many impossible things that this work has done for me, and I'm going to be completely honest about it. I had 25 years ago, I lost part of my left foot from all crazy stuff that I did, and part of my fault. That's all of it, but that was my life. And I suffered for so long, went through every kind of thing, had to learn how to walk again, had to go through everything. And so, since I started moving and listening to Wilhelm and doing all of this work, I'm walking better than I could like 30 years ago. I've had so many other things like that. All my back pain, all my body aches, all of them are gone. I used to have cluster headaches, those horrible things that you want to kill yourself. They're gone. They told me those are incurable. Wilhelm says, no, they're not. So this is why I'm changing. And this is why eventually it's going to be at that much, much higher rate. I've given myself away for so long. And so we have to change. We have to change in our world. Everyone does now. Because see what's going on, there's a shift in consciousness, and you will feel a little inadequate because of these energies. And I was meant to bring up the energies and consciousness, and I haven't fully done that. So next week I'm doing all of it. But check out all the work this week, because if you come in now, you'll have that great rate and also a little bonus. But I'm just saying, you are meant to have an extraordinary life, and I was given the way for you to do that. See you soon.